last night at the age of 82.
And more information on the Baltimore bridge collapse, including an updated victim count. And coming up later, I've got some great news for baristas, so don't go anywhere.
North Texas. This is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Macy Terry.
And I'm Madeline McCrory.
Two bodies found in a truck at the site of the Baltimore bridge collapse. On Tuesday, due to a hit from a massive cargo ship, the Baltimore bridge collapsed, causing the port to close and major repercussions on the city's economy. The Baltimore port is the largest in the U.S. for autos and light trucks. The port's economy impact well stretches beyond Maryland. The port indirectly employs over 140,000 people and handles more foreign cargo than any other port. An economist at Townsend University estimates that the port closure is costing between $10 million and $15 million a day in lost economic activity.
Former Senator and Vice Presidential candidate Joe Lieberman will be laid to rest Friday. Friends, family, and supporters will attend the service in Lieberman's hometown of Stamford, Connecticut. The 82-year-old died Wednesday afternoon following complications from a fall. Lieberman was elected to his home state Senate in 1970. 18 years later, he became the first Orthodox Jew to get elected to the U.S. Senate. He was a vice presidential candidate alongside Al Gore in 2000, and then in 2006, Lieberman switched from being a Democrat to being a part of the Independent Party. In 2006, he retired from the Senate in 2013. More recently, he chaired another independent party called No Labels that is looking to select a unity ticket for president this year. Macy, I don't know about you, but I love spring. The weather is always the best.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, and I hope it stays this way for a while. Let's head over to our weather anchor, Isabel Mays, and see if we can keep this weather.
Thanks, guys. Well, I'm happy to report that we are going to be expecting some beautiful weather for the next couple of days. But as we go ahead and look at our current conditions, it's looking to be around 63 degrees, feeling like 62 with sunny skies and winds coming in from the south-southeast at 8 miles per hour. Moving on to later tonight, we're going to see it rise actually to 70 degrees, feeling around the same with winds coming in from the south-southeast at 10 miles per hour and clear skies. And as we move on to later on tomorrow, it's going to drop a little bit to 68 degrees, feeling around the same, with wind speeds coming in from the south at 21 miles per hour. So please be careful of that, and partially cloudy skies. I'll be back later with your full weather update. Back to y'all at the desk.
You've heard of Florida man, but have you heard of Florida dogs? We have a terrifying encounter caught on tape. Two dogs clawing their way to get into a car that a cat was hiding behind. It happened early in the morning in Jacksonville, Florida. Robert Grant tells us what occurred.
What saved me was the video.
A dog attack you've likely never seen before. This pair destroyed a car, and it's all on video. It happened in southwest Jacksonville around 3 a.m. over the weekend. Christy Barr was fast asleep and woke up to the damage.
Because I thought somebody had maybe taken a BB gun and shot my car.
It wasn't until she called the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Police went through the security video and found it wasn't a person, but dogs responsible. The video shows the neighbor's cat jump behind the engine shortly before the dogs go after her, but never quite got there, though they tried.
There's no doubt in my mind if they'd gotten that cat, she wouldn't be here today.
Christy says she never would have believed it if it weren't for the security cameras that captured what happened to her car. This is now the temporary replacement after the insurance company towed hers away with an estimated $3,000 in damage.
No one believed it was dogs until after they saw the video.
But neighbors don't know where the dogs belong, and despite a request to Animal Care and Protective Services, officers have not come out yet.
And if they can do that to metal on a car, they tear a human being up.
I asked the city about Christy's case with ACPS, and I'm still waiting to hear back. Meanwhile, this resident of 35 years here has a message for pet owners.
You need to take care of them. You know, don't let them be out running the streets, you know, during the middle of the night.
Reporting in Jacksonville, I'm Robert Grant.
Introducing to the newest members of the Punxsutawney Pack. And coming up later, I've got great news for baristas, so don't go anywhere.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell and I'm joining you here today in the Union Parking Garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
Fort Worth says goodbye to their beloved baby gorilla, Jamila. Jamila's new home is at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, a leader in gorilla research, care, and management. The 11-week-old gorilla traveled over 1,000 miles on a private plane to get there. She is joining 7 other gorillas, including 2 other infant gorillas. This is all following a complicated birth where Jamila was delivered prematurely by C-section. Due to the early birth, Sakuna did not go through typical hormone changes and did not recognize Jamila as her baby. But now, Jamila is getting used to her new home, and a gorilla named Freddie is likely to become her foster mom. We will miss you, Jamila, but we hope you enjoy your new home.
A California police officer got a surprise when the car he was chasing came to a stop. Behind the wheel, a 9-year-old boy making his way to school. CNN's Margot Rowe has the details.
Just in shock. Several other officers showed up as well, and it was kind of like one of those no one really believed it kind of thing. So several officers did show up to the scene just to see, in fact, that it was a 9-year-old driving the vehicle.
Officer Dunn noticed the car stopped in the middle of the intersection of 4th and Grand, which is the furthest intersection away from me. He then announced over the PA system for the car to move, to which the boy turned onto 4th Street, making his way through this intersection and then through the parking lot of the Valero gas station that I'm standing at. Now, after navigating through the gas station, he made his way through to the dirt lot over there, where he then backed into Officer Dunn's patrol car.
A few seconds later, I did notice a little head bopping inside. Unusual. I exited my patrol vehicle, made an approach, and as I was approaching, I could see a kid, which turned out to be a 9-year-old child, sticking his head out saying, "I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to school."
The boy's school was right next door.
At that point, we were kind of identify who he was, if that was the school he was actually heading to. We contacted the principal, we contacted the parent, and everyone showed up to the scene.
Officer Dunn says despite no one getting hurt, it should serve as a lesson to keep car keys out of kids' reach and teach kids about the importance of driver safety and laws.
Hopefully, a lot of other people take this to heart and learn from it. So hopefully this doesn't happen again in the future, and just maybe talk to your children about the dangers of driving a vehicle and what could possibly happen.
Officer Dunn says the boy actually got to go to school safely after the whole situation, but he's probably grounded for life, unlike the last Fast and Furious movie, since they were in space.
Madeline, do you know the groundhog Punxsutawney Phil?
Seer of seers, sages of sages, prognosticator of prognosticators, and weather prophet extraordinaire. I'm familiar with everyone's favorite state icon.
Well, apparently he's a dad now. ntTV's James Peeler has more. James?
Thank you very kindly, you two. Now, should any visitors stop by the Punxsutawney Memorial Library, they can see the happy family of Punxsutawney Phil, Phyllis, and their 2 new unnamed children.
I have cast than a long, lustrous 6 more weeks of winter.
Surrounding Groundhog Day, it is unlikely that they will succeed him, as Phil has been the one and only groundhog since 1887. Every year on February 2nd, Phil emerges from his burrow on Gobbler's Knob and in groundhogese speaks to the president of the inner circle and confides in him if he's seen his shadow or not. But everyone's favorite groundhog will now have a few more responsibilities, raising kids, and I wish him good luck. Now, we're going from Pennsylvania to Denton, Texas, where another Starbucks has unionized, the fourth to do so in this area. ntTV's Taryn Mosley has more. Taryn?
Thanks, Jimmy. Starbucks workers at the Loop 288 store behind me voted to unionize Monday morning. Workers filed a petition with the National Labor's Board earlier in February. Since December 2021, 410 Starbucks stores across the country have successfully unionized. And the Loop 288 store means the growing national movement has more than 10,000 baristas organizing to improve their working conditions. Shelley Roxroad Cox, who has been working at this location for more than 8 years, says that she's excited for the possibilities that this opens up for the care of our partners. According to Starbucks spokesperson Rachel Wall, the next step is the National Labor's Condition Board to confirm the 16-4 count. Wall emphasizes that we respect the rights of our partners to organize and bargain collectively, and we are committed to delivering our promise to offer a bridge to be a better future for all of our Starbucks workers. Unionized or not, I think all of our baristas who make our coffee in the morning deserve to be thanked. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Taryn. Hey, Madeline, do you have any plans for Easter?
Of course, I have an Easter egg hunt planned, but I need the perfect spring weather for the hunt.
Yes, that's absolutely right. I have one planned as well. Well, let's see if we're going to have the perfect spring weather for the weekend. Isabel?
Thanks, guys. Well, like I kind of said earlier, we should be expecting a lot of really nice weather this week, perfect in time for Easter. So as we take a look across North Texas, as you can see, McKinney's at 65, Sherman at 66, Sulphur Springs also at 65, Graham at 62, and Bowie at 63. And across the rest of Texas, we're actually going to see El Paso at 60 and Amarillo at 62, Shreveport at 64, and Houston all the way up at 71. And as you take a look at the rest of our forecast for the rest of the week, starting off tomorrow on Friday, we're going to have a high of 72 and a low of 55 with partially cloudy skies. On Saturday, a high of 77 and a low of 60. Sunday, sunny skies with a high of 80 and a low of 64, perfect for Easter. Monday, partially cloudy skies with a high of 81, low of 67. Tuesday and Wednesday, be expecting some rain, but stormy skies on Tuesday more likely than on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we're ending off the week with sunny skies and beautiful weather. That's all I have for weather. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Isabel. Next, we'll look into the mental health of first responders.
And later, we have a UNT exclusive you won't want to miss.
Do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
A new program for Fort Worth firefighter first responders offers mental and emotional support. Officials say that the program combines Fort Worth firefighters and police officers and gives up to 48 hours of paid time to take preventative care from approved non-clinical resources. The American Warrior Association is an anchor partner in the program. The Fort Worth fire captain says he knows that first responders can experience several traumatic incidents in just one shift. Officials say that the program will have a peer-to-peer element to support individuals who have been involved in an incident. This element is important for first responders to feel comfortable and change the culture and overturn the stigma surrounding mental and emotional health.
The eclipse is almost here. Do you have your eclipse glasses ready?
I actually don't, but I heard our segment anchor Kaylee Bonilla has found a place for me to get a pair and even learn about the eclipse. What do you have for us, Kaylee?
Thanks, guys. With the eclipse just 10 days away, there are plenty of people preparing to celebrate this special event. For anyone in the North Texas area who wants to learn more about eclipses and score a pair of eclipse glasses, check out the Totality Awesome pre-eclipse event at the UNT College of Science. The event is this Saturday, March 30th, and there will be kids activities, telescope demos from UNT astronomers, and even trivia with prizes. Guests are asked to RSVP on their site at cos.unt.edu. That's all I have for Positively North Texas this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kaylee. Germany, they're known for their sausage, Oktoberfest, and the dog that looks like a sausage, the Dachshund. Germany's National Kennel Club has proposed a new draft that would ban breeds with skeletal anomalies. This proposal falls under the Animal Protection Act, which aims to strengthen existing laws on tortured breeding. The law bans breeding linked to long-term suffering of animals who have spinal issues related to the short legs and long backs linked to the breeding. Dachshunds are the main concern of the ban due to their unusual breeding structure and predisposed to many conditions like obesity and mobility disorders like IVDD and orthopedic conditions. The ban would ban breeds in addition to the Dachshund, like German Shepherds, Schnauzers, and Beagles.
Looking for somewhere to get out this weekend, but can't break the break? ntTV's Paisley McGee has found the perfect place to save some money while leveling up your gaming experience. Let's take a look.
If you consider yourself competitive, enjoy problem-solving games, or simply like to have fun with friends, Free Play Denton might be the spot for you.
My boyfriend plays in the Smash tournament, so I'm out here like every Tuesday. The people here are so nice. Seriously, the bartenders are also nice. The regulars are also nice. I know pretty much everyone here on a first-name basis. It's fantastic.
With 2 floors and over 30 different arcade-style games, Free Play offers a little something for everyone.
We have like people that come out just for rhythm games and they only play games along with the music and they kind of tap and beat and play. Other folks are here for the fighting style games. It's kind of up to the person.
I came from San Antonio and now I'm in Denton, so a good way to meet the community here at Free Play in Denton.
This is Killer Queen, one of our most popular games here. It's a 5 versus 5 competitive kind of multi-win style game. There's a huge community following around Killer Queen, and it's just high energy and it brings people together. So it's a great way to kind of connect and find others that also enjoy gaming.
Another great thing about free play is that it's inclusive to all ages.
There's room for families to come through. We see them more in our early mornings because we do go 18 or 21 and up starting at 9 tonight, then giving like people the opportunity to have like a more adult setting. But it's everybody and anybody that's interested in hanging out and having a good time.
Not only does free play have great games, it also has great prices by providing discounts to students, teachers, military, and people that work around the square.
Like at the end of the day, that's what we're about. Like coming here, creating memories, either like firsthand or secondhand nostalgia. Like games are for everybody, and so is this environment.
That looks like a blast. If you show up within the first hour of opening, it's half-price admission all day. So if that doesn't get you riled up, head over to the square and have some fun. I don't know what will.
Hey Macy, it's finally baseball season, and what team do you root for?
Yes, baseball season is finally here. I'm definitely a Houston Astros fan. What about you?
I'm more of a Rangers fan myself, but it's their opening day today. Our sports anchor Seth Wickman has all the details. Seth?
Thanks guys. Today for sports, we'll be talking about UNT men's golf, and later I'll cover the Rangers home opener tonight. Stick around.
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroid can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and is hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounced checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
Willis Library, located at the University of North Texas. It has computers, printers, and the building is open 24/7. By going online, you can book up to an hour of reserved space in one of the many private study rooms. Many of them are equipped with whiteboards, a table, and a TV to hook up to your computer. Textbooks can be checked out for free with a student ID. They also have many of these in ebook forms. This is still a library, so always remember to be quiet and respectful of other surroundings, especially in certain places where talking is not allowed. For example, the 3rd and 4th floor are completely quiet. As you can see, Willis Library has many options for students, with it offering many media sources and staying open all the time.
The UNT men's golf team is getting ready to host the North Texas Intercollegiate Tournament. The match will be at Merrido Golf Club in Carrollton, which should give the Mean Green a home team advantage. I had the opportunity to catch up with the team and kind of get their mindset on what's going on. Take a look. The Mean Green men's golf team season is in full swing as they start preparing to host the North Texas Intercollegiate Tournament.
We're going to compete a lot at that golf course. You know, with the advantage of hosting is just being able to know hole locations, where the tees are going to be set up, to where we're able to prepare in a way that's similar to what the tournament is going to be like.
The team's hopes are high, despite them having a disappointing performance in their previous tournament in Florida, with Cody Winkler leading the pack.
Unfortunately, the team struggled, but,
Apologize for technical difficulties, but the two-day North Texas Intercollegiate Tournament takes place on April 15th and the 16th. And later that week, the team will travel to Florida for the American Athletic Conference Championship. And switching from the fairway to the diamond, the Texas Ranger home opener is tonight. The reigning champs will be facing off against the Chicago Cubs at 6:35 in Globe Life Field. The two teams will be opening the MLB season by playing a 3-game series in commemoration of the franchise's first World Series title the Rangers took home last year. They will be wearing gold-trimmed jerseys, which were unveiled earlier this month. The 2023 World Series champion banner will also be revealed as part of the opening ceremonies. And on Saturday, the team will even be presented with their series rings in an on-field ceremony before the first pitch. More questions are arising as Cowboy fans aren't sure whether or not Dak Prescott's career in Dallas will be over after next season. The Cowboys and the QB have not reached an agreement to an extension, with next season being his last season on his contract. If they don't reach an agreement before next January, Prescott will have the ability to test free agency and depart from the Cowboys if he desires. Insiders believe the Cowboys front office will wait to extend him till after or during the next season and base their decision based off of his performance. That's all I have for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Seth. Macy, I hate sitting in traffic, but you know what would spice up my experience?
What?
Seeing an 8-foot bird running through traffic. Yeah, it was really crazy, but luckily CNN reporter Jeremy Roth has more on the story. I struggle with this.
That was insane. I don't even know what I would have done.
Yeah, I'm just glad that Ostrich got home safe.
Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 here on North Texas Television.